How important is it or was it for you to have opened up the office of the DPP to greater communication?
I thought you were going to say greater scrutiny.
Well.
This wicked woman should have gone long time. Andrew, they have this wicked woman that cover up the corruption, you know. This woman should have gone long time. Me take and see this woman on the internet. I confess how much innocent people in Senegal prison. And then sit down a wicked creature like this. A wicked creature like Paula Llewellyn. Every time I see a woman, I smoke sick like more vomit. You wear a woman sick my stomach. You wear a woman sick my stomach. Every time I look at them, I vomit. You wear a woman wicked. You woman spoil my appetite, man. I tell you. You wear a woman wicked and corrupt. Me a woman that say you must youth. You must innocent youth in Senegal prison. Me a elite man.
Yeah. Go on, youth, yeah, go on. Ease yourself, just keep it calm, youth, yeah, star. Only per pressure, I'm a corner. One time it hard to carry on. You no need no girl for turn to, no man for talk to. Feelings hurt, on the journey so far.
Wagwan Success family, this is all more interesting news and details about DPP Paula Llewellyn and Holness government order to pay Vybz Kartel millions in compensation. And Vybz Kartel lawyer Isaac Buchanan gave his opinion on what he thinks about DPP Paula Llewellyn extension being unconstitutional. So if you're new to the channel, welcome and make sure to subscribe to get all our latest videos. DPP Paula Llewellyn has not resigned from the office of the DPP. Yes, you heard right. I was shocked when I heard it also, and that is because our lawyer, King's Counsel Douglas Lays, advised his client DPP Paula Llewellyn against resigning until the Court of Appeal has finalized the issues regarding her tenure. This is big news, and I will tell you what this could mean for the office of the DPP and what it can also mean for Vybz Kartel case. So basically, the DPP is not currently in the office of the DPP. However, this can mean two things. One is that we need to try and figure out if DPP Paula Llewellyn is able to continue to provide legal advice while outside of office and awaiting the Court of Appeal decision. And that is a strong possibility, because as long as she's not barred from practicing law, then we can find ourselves in a situation where DPP Paula Llewellyn can give advice to the new DPP Claudette Thompson on how she should prepare for Vybz Kartel retrial hearing. And the reason for this is because the decision on the DPP tenure might not affect Paula Llewellyn's ability to perform her duties as a lawyer. And this is where confusion comes into play, because remember, when the DPP made a statement saying she's not fit to carry out her job at this time because of ambiguity, and that is the basis that Andrew Holness JLP government appointed the acting DPP on, because an acting DPP can only be appointed if the office is vacant or if Paula Llewellyn is not fit to carry out her actions as a DPP. This is just a messy situation, because as Neverbell said in my last upload, the law is the law. So why this tug of war between JLP and PNP? There's no need for the back and forth. This is where I ask a question to Andrew Holness JLP government. Is this all just a way of exploiting legal loopholes for political advantage? Because we have to bear in mind they are the ruling government and they will have their way because of that fact, simply because majority rules in the House of Representatives and Parliament itself. Before I go any further, I notice the 6L family is growing and I have some loyal subscribers out there. Who just lay with the video them as soon as me drop the video them, and who know that jump on video, like and comment and share and everything on go on with is me. So big up on yourself like Blair, Jennifer, Same Flame, Wisely, and you know, and many other more. The family is growing and I am in your debt. Now, this is a part where Mark Golding, PNP government, was questioning whether DPP Paula Llewellyn has the necessary authority or impartiality to continue in her role after the Supreme Court ruling. So even though DPP Paula Llewellyn has not resigned, she might be prohibited from providing legal advice to prosecutors and the acting DPP while the appeal is pending, which many people would want to be the case, because Paula Llewellyn is the brainiac in the justice system. With her experience and expertise, her advice would be extremely important to them. So basically, if she cannot give any legal advice to the prosecutors, to the new DPP or the justice system, any one of them, then Vybz Kartel fans would be happy. I would presume. Alright, so Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Mad Sus and Cairo will be paid millions from Andrew Holness government, and this is the document. Them owe cartel millions of dollars, because this is telling me two things. One is the obvious thing, and that is Vybz Kartel real rich, just like what Tanta Black said. And then the second thing would be, and this is coming from a subscriber, this is coming from a loyal subscriber, and the subscriber said that Vybz Kartel lawyer Isaac Buchanan might reject the appeal because Kartel wants to be free June 10 without having to pay thousands or, you know, millions of dollars in bail money, because remember, they already owe him money that they're supposed to give him. So why would he want to spend money on top of money? He has no point to prove, right? Because they already know and believe that he will be walking free coming June 10. So him spend at least 13 years in prison. Him can spend 2 more months. You understand? So that is the point of view that the subscriber has. And I mean, I was not looking at it from that point of view, but you know, that's why I'm going to comment sometimes and say things so you can, you know what I mean, make the content better. Moving on, Vybz Kartel lawyer Isaac Buchanan reacted to news of DPP Paula Llewellyn unconstitutional ruling, and this is what he had to say.
So on Friday, April 19th, the office was vacant. You see the snap? The office was vacant. Anyway, but they didn't say that. So once again, there's the road to embarrassment. Anyway, what follows from that is this. Once again, the government has appealed the decision. And once again, they show complete contempt, complete disregard, complete lack of respect for the court. So it's one thing when Mr. Rattigan is told that he doesn't have standing and he's aggrieved and he appeals. That is the justice system. And I'm going to say this. It is the right of the government to make an appeal if they are aggrieved. So don't get me wrong. I am not saying that they should not appeal, because they have that right. And if they have the right, they should exercise it, because it's not over until you go to the Privy Council. So the same set of people says, why not go to the Privy Council when we can handle our own business? Is prepared to go to the Privy Council. But Marky G said, I will carry you to the Privy Council, because when you're strong and wrong, me not put up with no slackness. Time come. It's a new dawn. So if anybody wondering why my Adidas gear is of a particular color, is because I'm excited to know that competence exists in Jamaica outside of the judiciary. It's exciting times. Time actually come where you have to let the done step aside and allow competent people to marshal you, lead you to a better Jamaica. Due respect for the people, due respect for the Constitution. There's a stench of green, a foul odor. And if you want to know what it look like, it's filled with green, like when Jonjo, that kind of thing. And they selectively write letters and say, oh, we young, it's time for him to resign. Without knowing the facts, without knowing the context. Look what they did to young Vaz out of Westmoreland. They don't find the context and they write in documents about resign. You have to think on these things. We are so quick to make people unemployed, to destroy people's lives. And then we are also, when it is for our friends, we are willingly, remember that pastor that way, never do it willingly? Well, we are wingingly ready to breach the Constitution, to carry on that which is void. I don't say it because I can tell you this. Me know for myself, because I am blessed to be in the courts as well, that there are many competent people. And let me just address it now for anybody who don't know. Miss Claudette Thompson, she is competent. If one goes back to the Andre Stevenson show when this conversation came up last year, I mentioned her name as one of the people who are also competent and capable. So nobody knows whether or not they're going to just leave her as acting is another story. Because there is Jeremy Taylor, albeit he's there. Be careful, I don't have $500,000 song. I'm going to say nothing about a particular song that had mentioned his name as well. But anyway, and there is, I've said it, I may be a bit biased, but Miss Kathy Ann Pike, stranger danger, because if she prosecutes you, you're gonna go to prison. And I'm a defense attorney. Of course, I'm not supposed to be bragging about the prosecution. But anyway, we'll leave that alone. But just work with me. Having done that and knowing that you have a right to appeal, there is optics. There's something called a moral disposition. There is something called justice must be seen to be done. So there's a way to protect the integrity of the justice system. It's a bad message to send when 3 erudite judges, 3, not 1, 3 erudite judges of the Supreme Court reviews your case and makes a decision and gives a declaration, and the status quo goes back to what it was. And says that somebody who has retired don't get the benefit of a second extension because the Constitution never envisioned that, giving effect to the Constitution as it is, a progressive document that contemplates that there would be people who do not want to let go of the arms and realm of power, will not give another person's child the opportunity to flourish and contribute to the country. So I'm putting that in context so that people can understand and appreciate how important we are when I say we are at an impasse. Yeah?
Alright, so Vybz Kartel lawyer Isaac Buchanan, what he got wrong is that he said the office is vacant, and the office is not vacant because Paula Llewellyn has not resigned, and JLP government did not appoint a new acting DPP on the basis of the office being vacant. They appointed the new acting DPP on the basis that Paula Llewellyn is not currently in office. But alright, he did also mention Kathy Ann Pike as the next DPP, and everybody know who have been watching the channel that I spoke about Kathy Ann Pike many times, and I mean say, yo, she would be a good DPP, so on and so forth. So yeah, that is just my opinion and everything. I will not really delve into Vybz Kartel lawyer, what he had to say, maybe some other time, right? Alright, thanks for the likes, thanks for the subscribe, thanks for the views, thanks for the comments. As always, I'm out.